Is this better? Hold on. See if this is better. Finally. All right. Good to go. Sheesh, man. Finally, my audio is working straight. I had to unplug my microphone and plug it back in. Then we was all good to go. I ain't sure why I had to troubleshoot it like that, but that's why I had to do it. But all right, let's carry on with the video. What's good, y'all? This is your boy Jada Bar back again. This is episode 4. I put up 2 fingers. This is episode 4 of my D.N.T series, or my Diary of a New Trader series. And basically, just this Sunday, I'm gonna just be doing some charting, doing some analysis, and just going into the week. Uh, I did not trade last week because of the holiday, so the market was closed Monday. So I decided to take that week off and just sit back and just watch the market do its thing. I'm okay with that. But this week going forward, this is the last month of January. So this is I said last month, the last week of January. So we got the first month of 2025. It's about to be in the books. And it's been a crazy, I'd say like it's been a crazy start of the year for the markets. We've seen like big rallies, especially with Trump coming into office. He got inaugurated in last week. And yeah, the market reacted very positively to that. So um, it's been a bullish 2 weeks to start the year off. So um, this week, don't really have anything going on Monday, except for home sales. No high volatility Monday, but the rest of the week, there is some high impact news drivers going into this week. Tuesday, not really a whole lot going on either. Um, Except we have this right here, the consumer confidence. You have that news event right there. But this week we have Fed rate, the federal funds rate, and we have crude oil inventories. So if you're an oil trader, um, that's good for oil traders out there. Even if you're a natural gas trader, also that's good for y'all. Y'all got that to look forward to Wednesday. But what's key here is this Wednesday we have the federal funds rate and then the FOMC statement, right, in their press conference at 2:30. And man, when I tell you about a highly volatile news event, this is the one, right? So, um, currently, right now, interest rates, the federal funds rate, for those who don't know, the federal funds rate, this is basically the rate that banks borrow from other banks, right? Particularly the larger ones. Well, this is the rate that banks borrow from the central exchange, right? So if the bank wants to get a loan for say like I guess $10 million, right? Then this is their the interest rate that they have to pay on that 10 million. So they have to pay that back with that 10 million loan that they get. That's the interest that they pay, right? So the reason why this is so key is because basically interest rates and can either be good or bad for the US dollar, right? So in this case right here, with the interest rates coming down, right? If they do decide, because the interest rates they used to be at 5.5%, now they're currently at 4.5%. So that's why we've been seeing this decline in the US dollar, right? So if they do decide to cut interest rates again, and then that potentially may be bad for not bad for the US dollar. It'll be good for the economy because then that would incentivize, say, businesses and corporations to start back borrowing money again, right? So um, that can be good for the US economy. Um, so I'll just go ahead and click the folder here. As you guys can see, it dropped down to 4.5% from 5% back in 2024. Right, so you see it gives you like the little descriptions right here. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So that means that if they come back less, that's technically bad for the US dollar, but it's good for the economy because then people will be more incentivized to actually borrow money and then spend money, and then that in turn is what drives up inflation, right? So, and that's why that can be bad for the U.S. dollar because now you have more money that's in circulation. So then that makes those dollars worth less, right? Whereas how it's been since COVID, people weren't borrowing money like that, or corporations weren't borrowing money like that because they had to pay these higher interest rates, right, to get that cash, right? So that's why you saw the value increase in the U.S. dollar, and the value in say like stocks or commodities start to decrease because these companies they're not borrowing money anymore. So um, so that in turn made the U.S. dollar kind of strengthen because there wasn't so much of it in circulation. But now if people are going to start, but now if like corporations and everything, if they're going to start borrowing money again, right? Then that's going to put more money in circulation, and that's going to make the dollar worth less, right? It's a bit confusing, you know, especially like somebody new that's coming in and trying to understand all this for the first time. But it's basically like supply and demand, right? So the more supply you have of something, the more supply that you have of something, uh, that basically means that it decreases in value. But the more demand that you have for something, it increases in value, right? So, um, but with the U.S. dollar, it's kind of flipped. It's like if you have more money in circulation, that's actually that decreases uh the value of the dollar, right? Um, but yeah, so we have that to look forward to Wednesday, and then Thursday, not really. We have unemployment claims and the GDP, and then Friday we have core price, PCE index, employee cost index. So we got a lot of volatile news events going into this week right here. So, um, let's see. Check on the stream help real quick. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hop into these charts right here. So I did go ahead and mark Sunday's opening price. Today is the 26th. It is Sunday. I went ahead and marked the opening price on the ES, the US 30, and I did it also on NQ, right? And so